Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Real Talk. I'm your host, Giselle Lewis. On today's panel, I invited 4 Moneague college students to speak on the topic, the impacts of single parenting on children's behavior in Jamaica. Today's sponsor is Walter. Sit back, relax, and let's chat. We are all aware that our parents are our role models. Here today we have with us.
Good afternoon, I am Shanti Rose, a student of the Moneague College, and I'm studying social work.
I am Adana Lawrence, and I am currently studying secondary education.
I am Demar Miller, and I am currently studying hospitality and tourism at the Moneague College.
I am teaching Amor, and I am studying psychology.
Okay, lovely to have you guys on our panel. Guys, remember to like, share, and subscribe, and send your comments. So, in your own words, what is a single parent?
So basically, single parent refers to a structure in which one parent basically raised a child.
Right, without the support of the other parent.
So, are any of you guys, or was any of you guys raised by a single parent?
No, but I have friends that was raised by a single
Okay.
I don't know anybody that was raised by a single parent,
Mm-hmm.
and I am not raised by a single parent. However, I was raised with both parents, but not in one household.
Okay, understood. Alright, so you guys are all aware that I brought you here to discuss the impacts of single parenting on children's behavior in Jamaica. Can anyone think of an impact of the children's behavior because of single parenting?
So I would say they would act out, so they would like rebel. They would rebel. So in school, they would not do their schoolwork. They would not be respectful to their parents, their people that they interact with daily and stuff like that.
Right.
Some children also take the bad road, which is like crime, drugs,
Right.
violence.
Adding to what Tisha said,
Yes.
in school they will have low self-esteem, they won't socialize, they won't participate in class activities, and they will find they don't show up at class or even school.
This is so true, but on every single thing that we do, we also have to look at the positive side. I can attest that I was raised by a single mother, and I don't participate in drugs and all of those things. So in everything that we do, we have to look at the positive side, right? So what are some effects? Can you think of some effects of single parenting, or at least what happens to their behavior because of single parenting? So for example, I know crime rates are very high because of some persons who are raised by single parenting. The lack of father figures. Some men, like what you have rightfully said, they turn to drugs, and those are some effects. So what are some things that we can do to combat this? What are some solutions?
So they can, first of all, we can let them see that they have a good support system around them.
Right?
Right? Provide them with assurance, let them know that they're not alone. They have people like, even if it's a father figure or a mother figure, they will have uncles, grandfathers, whatsoever. If it's on the mother's side, then you say they have aunties to assure them that they're not alone.
Right.
And even in schools, the guidance counselors can come in place, the teachers also.
So what do you think the government can do to kind of eliminate or at least try to decrease the number of single parents in the homes?
Clubs would be a great solution, like community rollouts to, not to say communities made for children that are only from single parent, but students their age or children overall would go to that club meeting to, reassure them, to let them know that they're not different from others.
So like to combat the single parenting, like you would like give the parent facilities or so they don't have somewhere to live, they'll give them facilities and like it would give them like grants and stuff like that to help them.
Path is a good example of what Teachina just said.
You know, sometimes it is that we just don't have that role model. You know, sometimes it's good to just go and say, you know, yo, charge you, I want to talk to you about this or whatever. Sometimes that parent who is in the home is someone you can't even trust, right? Somebody who you can't even just relate to. So in everything that we do, we just need that role model. And like what you rightfully said, Miss Lawrence, having the community helping you, you know, with the football games, cricket games, get you involved, that would make you feel, you know, less alone in a sense.
But with that said, looking at it from a different perspective, for instance, I was raised by a single parent. I don't receive that love from my mother or from my father. I go out into the community, I socialize.
Alright guys, we're gonna take a break.
What's good about Jamaica, all you see? Water. Land of good and water is all we need. Water. What's good about Jamaica, all you see? Water. Land of good and water is all we need. Celebrating our culture just like no other Aki and sandwich of it win a shina dish. Sport lifestyle, yes, I keep with fit. Jumping through the night anytime that you wish. What's good about Jamaica, all you see? Water. Land of good and water is all we need. Water. What's good about Jamaica, all you see? Water. Land of good and water is all we need. Water. I got that shit.
No, my treat. I got it.
It's a 1 in a million feeling. When the vibes start to ring, everyone start to sing. Gifts keep on giving. Christmasing joy we're bringing.
Flow makes every day better by Christmasing with you. Everyone who signs up for Yard and Road for only $5,300 plus GCT gets a $40,000 supermarket card. Plus 5 lucky customers could win extra cash of $1 million each.
Christmasing is the most wonderful time of the year.
Windows and doors.
The other night, I broke in the house and I moved with a flat screen TV. And guess what? No, the house owner that catch me. I point blank, the man lift him gun and lift 2 shots off of me, you know. Me think it dumb. A lucky thing as some alcohol window. At Alcohol, we stand behind our products.
Alcohol, windows and doors.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's speak more on the topics that were discussed. Ms. Rose, you mentioned something about teenage pregnancy being an impact because of single parenting in the home. Can you please elaborate on that?
Okay, of course, teenage pregnancy is very much rightful because of
Single parenting in the home.
Right. So you know that with teenage pregnancy is children having other children and they don't have the necessary knowledge to pass on to their children. So it just keep on building up. It's a cycle, like it'd be like a generational curse. Right? Where I live in Northern Carolina, in my community, I could be influenced by that same situation because I see it happens every day with even close friends. Right? Alright, for instance, the girl named Biggie, and she was raised by her mother alone, and she had a kid early. She had a child at a very tender age, followed by her sister. Her mother grew her alone. She had 2 children early, right? Compared to the other ones, for example, Kimmy. That's not her correct name, but she has both parents in her life, but she don't use the both of them at once. But there's a connection, they co-parent, right? Right? Co-parenting. So there's a balance. They share their responsibilities very well.
Could share their home as well, so she could live not 1 but 2 places, so she have both people from one household and the other giving her the necessary advice that she needs to become either the young man or the young lady that she or he should be.
Right, so they're setting a foundation for her. But with the others, they don't have that necessary foundation because it's the only the mother providing, right? Yeah. So she has to be out there working, thinking about how to provide for them. So she don't find that time to sit down and have conversations, know what they like, their dislike, what their interest is, what happens at school today. Right.
So a solution to that could be providing them with assurance, letting them know that they're not alone, that they have somebody there with them, have open conversations with them, tell them this is wrong, this is right, this is what you should do, this is what you should not do, right? So question to you, Miss Rose, does that child or does that teenager with a child, is she now a single parent or not? Or a two-parent household?
Very much so, she is
a single parent.
Right.
So she didn't have that open communication with her mother or her father to let her know that you should choose the right man. You may never know who is the right man, but you should choose the right person to be a father to your child.
Funny that you say that. I'm just getting a comment from John Brown. He says that he's also a child of a single parent. He says that sometimes he struggles with trying to work as well as manage his schoolwork because he's pressured with trying to be enough because he's raised by a single parent, and sometimes he becomes overburdened. I'm going to use his word, just referencing him. Sometimes we just can't bother. Sometimes the woman just trouble and just always a cuss. But because she has to raise me, I respect her. Love mommy. Love John Doe. Right? So guys, sometimes when you're raised by single parents, you are faced with that pressure that you have to do this, you have to get it done.
Which I think it's called role reversal.
Right.
Yes. So you know, as the child, have to take up responsibility, which should be either the father or the mother's responsibility. For example, that child has to work to send himself to school.
Right.
That's a burden on him, right? And then probably when he goes to school, he gets bullied by others because he's always looking sleepy, he's always, behind, he's never on track with other students.
Are properly attired for school.
Correct. Right. So guys, I want to ask this question to Mr. Miller. Mr. Miller is smiling. You see, I don't know why he's smiling so much. Mr. Miller, were you raised by a single parent?
No.
You know anyone who was raised by a single parent?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. So, if it is that you were raised by a single parent, based on the discussion and how it is going, would you do drugs as a means to cope with not having both parents or one parent would have died and then you suddenly have to be raised by a single parent? Would you utilize drugs, commit suicide, etc.?
So it depends on the case. Like, suppose your father not agree or something. Suppose the single parent not agree or something. Mm-hmm. Sometimes some students reside to suicide. Some resides to drugs. Some resides to living in the streets. Mm-hmm. Then criminals are born.
Oh my God, that is so true. I remember watching this show, Jenny and I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. Right? It's where this girl was basically raised by a single parent. The mother, hypothetically killed her husband because to protect her child. In other instances, you can go and check it out. It's on the website. Don't worry. So having a single parent, like what I said before, has its positive and its negative. We've been focusing on the negative aspect. Give me some positives to it.
So like one positive effect of single parent, like the resilience and adaptability of the student, of the children, which children who grow up in single parent homes normally like resides to emotional resilience, independence, and problem solving skills.
Okay, wow, that's so true.
You learn to take up responsibilities from
So
early.
they will become probably self-sufficient, basically.
Right. So like what John Brown would have said is he was basically saying he can't bother, but he can ultimately say that he's resilient, he's strong, like what you guys would have mentioned, because he would have gone through it.
And even though he gets a lot of, because sometimes your mother feels it as much as you do it.
Right.
So when cursing you out doesn't mean she doesn't love you, which means, and John Brown said that he still loves his mother nonetheless.
Right.
So, single parent is not exactly a bad thing, even though we all need both parents. But sometimes, it's okay to be a single parent.
Okay.
And with that said, I know for sure all of us is on social media, TikTok.
Right.
And I know you're familiar with Cooley and Shayana. And he's a single father, apparently. And he is acting very well. So you continue to show how to watch their underwears, etc. Right? He's being a good father figure there.
By showing her roles and stuff, so like how to make herself useful in this world. So she wouldn't rely on other people to do things for her because she can't do it herself, basically.
Right. And when we come back, we are going to speak on some more impacts of single parenting on children's behavior in the homes of Jamaica.
Christmas in the air, special time of year when we share with those we hold dear. Friends and family gather round the tree, making memories with rice and gunga peas. Peace and goodwill this season with fellowship and sharing fun, kindness and love to everyone. Sharing good tidings along with Christmas pudding. Merry, 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 merry Christmas from Multi-Link. Keep we island clean, so clean. From the streets to the beach, so clean. No, not dirty up Jamaica, please don't do it, no.
Everybody have to stop litter. Solid waste management problem getting bigger. Plastic no decay like banana skin. So we have to let go the single use thing. Tabada fling no box on the ground. It no look good when we roll round town. Dirty water make health complication. Property loss when it damage the foundation. We have to protect the trees and the ocean. Save the animals from harm and starvation. Make a bigger effort to keep the place clean. Everybody responsibility. Pollution and poison the earth and the sea. Microplastic getting in our bloodstream. It have to get better, so come join the team. One clean Jamaica, we are gonna live the dream.
No dirty up Jamaica,
Don't we?
no dirty up Jamaica,
I beg you please.
no dirty up Jamaica,
Keep it clean.
no dirty up Jamaica.
Christmas is made of moments. One more moment to capture. One more you can create. One more 6 Love to settle the score. One more sneaky slice.
Daddy!
One more family tradition. And one more little addition. Share one more gift with one more smile. Digicel, better connected this Christmas.
Miss Moore, you mentioned earlier about children acting up in homes or schools as a result of having single parents in the home. What is a developmental impact of that?
So maybe they will feel frustrated because they're not getting the attention that they would like.
Right.
And so they will try to seek that attention by like disrespecting their teacher and like disrespecting the people around them and like
Yes, I understand what you're saying. And this is so true. Many of us can relate to this fact. Students even skipping class to go out and either smoke with their friends or drink with their friends as a result. So some of these things are very relatable. Miss Lawrence, what do you think is a developmental impact of single parenting in the homes of Jamaica?
Emotional development. To clarify that, sometimes they're not fully developed emotionally because they didn't have the time to be themselves, be children. They have to take up responsibilities of their parents.
From a tender age.
Right.
Or they don't know how to cope with bullying. On the other side of it.
Okay, please elaborate on that.
So for instance, in their household, their parents is always stressed. So they always cursing them. So when they go to school and someone is bullying them, they don't know how to cope with it.
Right. This is a good point. Any other?
Yes, they struggle to find their identity.
Wow.
To elaborate more on that, say you don't have a father figure in the home and it's just you and your mother and probably to say sisters. You don't have a male figure in the family to represent what you as a male should be. So you struggle to find out your identity because sometimes you have people who grow up to be transgenders or to say gay, but it's because of probably the single parenting, they don't know how to identify themselves.
No, I would think it's because it's the lack of differentiating between what is right and what is wrong.
Right. So
Continue, Miss Wood. Continue.
alright. So they will do what their sisters are doing and feel that it's okay because that is what they do. So
I like to see
Right, guys, and as we go forth, remember to like, share, and subscribe. And remember to send your comments, any views that you have, and any comment that you want to talk, or any topic you want us to talk about in our next panel discussion. Any other impacts you guys can think of?
I think a solution would be seeking, as a parent, seek role models for their children. So don't just sit there and be stressing about it. Seek someone to be there for them, like an uncle, aunt, right, or even counseling.
Right. That is so true because like what I said before, parents are our role models. And if it is that your child cannot speak to you, they're going to find someone to speak to. And sometimes that person who they turn to speak to is not the best role model. Alright guys, I want to thank you so much for being on our panel today. I hope you guys can come back next time. Remember guys, today's sponsor is water. Ensure you drink up your water. Thank you, that's a wrap. Bye.
Jamaica, our land of good and water. How far we've come. What a mighty little island we are. We begin everything we do. Music, culture, sports, food. And just like the sun and everything that shines beneath it, our future looking bright. The youths have big shoes to fill, and water with every sip will contribute to education. After all, it takes a village to raise a child. And together, we are what make Jamaica the land of good and water.
You are the buzz, 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 buzz. You are the zing, 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 zing. You are the you are the click, 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 click. You are the pop, 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 pop. You are the I in Jamaica. So keep fizzing for the love of it. Pepsi.
The land of water, more than an island in the sun, more than the music and the fun. We just love the cool Jamaican vibe, and that make the people come alive. Jamaica, the land of 3 million smiles, the uptown fashion, the dancehall style. The food where we eat, the music a beat, a chill from the ends and the vibes well sweet. But I cook, food a boil, excitement a feel we lifestyle. Every man, every girl take we flag, take we hype, take we moves to the world. When the the sun turn up, we want water. And when we hard at work, we drink water. When we feel the thirst, we love water. The Jamaican favorite is water. Love our land, remember to recycle. The land of water, Jamaica, the